Behind me, are you serious? Hey there, and welcome back to Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese's Revived, where we're going to be doing Night 6, and then hopefully Custom Night. We're going to see how that goes, but let's worry about Night 6 first. No phone call, we just hop right into it. Pretty much everything's the same, except now there's a new character that only shows up at the entrances, or rather, that's the only thing I gotta worry about. And I have sound cues to help me out with that, so I just gotta try and like keep the rhythm that I had with Night 5 and pretty much just go on from there. I just gotta pay attention to when they start moving around. Yeah, they'll make like this like laugh noise almost, or I don't know, some sort of noise that will get louder and louder, and that's how I'm gonna know that they're behind me. And I have to be careful because last time, or at least my first attempt with Night 6, I got caught on the camera behind me because I had recently closed the door, so obviously mentally I wasn't thinking like, oh, there's gonna be someone there shortly. So I have to try and like get a good handle on that. Where are they? Oh boy. Oh, and I lost them. Okay, I was a bit responsible that one. Or wait, actually, no, never mind. Yeah, I was too, I don't know, I only got them once. That's when they started moving. That was a bad idea. Oh, what the hell? This is a first. Latin. First time I got to do that. Okay, let's watch the sides. Now let's deal with... Come on. Close. Where are you? Oh, deactivate. Alright, they're alright, let's check. Okay. We got a good RNG there. One, two, three. Oh Jesus! I was gonna close the door too. Oh my god. Checking the hall is important. He has no clear movement pattern, attacks at random. Oh my god. Yeah, that's why you have to check it occasionally. Can I please go away? One, two, three. He's so quick. Music. Go inside. Go away. Go away. Why are you taking so long to go away? Where'd you go? Oh god. Oh god. Jasper's so dangerous now for no reason. 1, 2, 3. Find me. Okay, where's... Shoot, where do they go? Oh my god, go away. Oh, come on. I was so worried about... Oh my god, I was so worried about the bird, damn it. Oh, come on, I was so close. Jasper gets so tricky now at the very end because he starts resisting the flashlight a lot more. Where are you? Thank goodness. Okay. I was worried, like, please let me get this bloody rat out of here so I can check the doors. I was really about to do that in the middle, too. Local Chuck E. Cheese's closes down 1 week after opening, to surprise of no one. Pete Killings Jr., the infamous manager of the worst reviewed Chuck E. Cheese's locations, locations announced this morning that it will be closing its new store, which had only opened a week ago in Simpleton. The end. Thank you for playing my game. These animatronics will live on in the hearts of children. They will. They will. If you want to come in and take a night shift and put your life on the line for some Chuck E. fun, the entry fee will be $15, but regular entertainment operation ceases this morning. We found this bear, this green bear, and, well, we destroyed him. But god, we just couldn't run this store anymore. He was too powerful. Having him around was not part of our long-term plan, and, you know, we had to shut it all down. I mean, it threw me off, and I knew from there it was all over. I can't have anyone messing up my plans like this. The presence of the silly bear was blamed on the night shift employee, Ted motherfucking Andrews. I knew it. I knew that was going to be the name. Who was suspected to have brought the bear brought in the bear outside from a random delivery truck. Despite the camera footage showing no evidence on this killings is the punctuation is ruining me. Despite the camera footage showing no evidence on this, Killings is absolutely sure. You're telling me he's innocent? Keep looking. Blink and you'll miss it. You people are always so ignorant to the truth. The police wasn't convinced. Pete Killings Jr. was arrested this morning for deliberately making his animatronics dangerous to make them more thrilling. Corporate is so ashamed by the practices of Killings that it vowed to remove all animatronics from the restaurants. All restaurants? That's severe, but okay. Pictured tragically above, and remodel all Chuck E. Cheese's stores entirely to include shit like a dance floor. Next time you go to Chuck E. Cheese and your beloved animatronics wind up in the dumpster outside, you know who to blame. Huh. Well, that's one way to end Chuck E. Cheese's forever. The whole franchise is just saying, you know what, screw the animatronics, we're done with them. But of course, that means we get 2 coins. We've beaten Night 6, and of course, we have Custom Night. Oh, where a kid can make history? Oh, wait a minute, let me see here. So, they actually have like modifiers for being at max difficulty. So for Chuck E. Cheese, on 20 he'll give you 1 less flash before a jump scare. That means just don't flash him too quickly. On 20 he doesn't waste as much time navigating random rooms, so he'll appear more often, I guess. If for Jasper he cannot backtrack. I didn't even know that was a mechanic, to be honest. On 20, she retreats to closer rooms. So again, like both of these pretty much mean that she's just gonna attack a lot more often. Mysterious Pasquale. On 20, he will slowly rise with no audio. I didn't even know there was audio with him, really. Pizza Time Chucky. On 20, he constantly hides in new places every couple of seconds. That sounds like hell. Krusty the Cat. On 20, no idle audio, so that's something that I noticed sometimes during night 5, where Krusty just had no audio, and I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not. It looks like that was indeed intentional. For Pizza Time Jasper, he needs twice as much light, and on 20, Pizza Island doesn't backtrack. Okay, and Pasquale, on 20, deactivation takes longer. Well, that actually can help me, because again, there seems to be a grace period with deactivation. So I mean, but that could also mean that since the activation takes longer, I can get punished a lot more easily, or a kid can make history. Let's see if we can indeed make history, because I'm not confident in night 7 custom night, to be honest. He hides every couple of seconds. This sounds like it's gonna be a pain. Oh, and he disappears quickly. Remember, no idle audio. Oh, damn, he disappeared. I see. Oh! Yep, I can. Okay. I see what they're trying to do here now. I'm gonna get screwed by the rat behind me so badly, it's not even funny. This thing is literally, like, within... I gotta be ultra quick here. Look how fast I have to spam that. Oh, that was... 1, 2, 3. Oh, left. He's already up to me. I'm shining on you. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my. Oh. There. Oh! That's so criminal. Like, I didn't even, like... I was so screwed. There was no... I could, like... Literally, 1 second, bam, dead. Deactivation? Wow, that's actually kind of lucky, I guess? If I can find them. Okay, deactivation doesn't feel like it takes that long, though. Behind me, are you serious? That gameplay loop is gonna, like, I think... wait, where are they? Oh, the fact that this guy moves every... Oh, I'm so screwed. The fact that it moves every couple of seconds is... It's crazy. That means I, like, literally, like... I actually have to spam it everywhere. Did I miss it, by the way? I don't know if I saw its... Oh, it's still... Hold on. It was already out there. I should have known. That's so lethal. I'm getting caught everywhere. Oh, yeah, never mind. Pasquale won't be able to help me, because I'm dying before they can even get a chance to show up. As I was saying, I'm not sure if I like the idea of... Look, he keeps doing it. He keeps doing it. I don't know if I like the idea of that mechanic every couple seconds with the way the flashlight works. Because it makes it so hard to find them. Go away, please. Like, good lord, like, because of how quickly they show up, I can't, like, I don't have my rhythm anymore. Like I can't, I have to check the hall super often now in comparison. Like, what are, like, you know what the thing is as well, by the way, with that mechanic of theirs? The mechanic, like, I would say that the mechanic doesn't work as well. How about this? In general, I'm not a fan of the double trouble mechanic here with Mickey and Jasper, just because in a game that is kind of like forcing me right now, or at least, you know, with max difficulty specifically, you know, having to spam it as quickly as possible so that I don't get caught off guard by other characters. Them showing up, having Mickey show up during Jasper's time here is pretty much instant death, which isn't something that you really notice in the main game because you don't really have to spam Jasper that much. Like, you could just do a couple clicks and that's it. But now, because of the max difficulty, I have to spam it, which means it is now unfair whenever Mickey shows up in the hallway as I'm dealing with Jasper, because it literally is a death sentence. I cannot there is no way for me to react fast enough. From what I'm noticing, 2 flashes is all it takes to get caught by Mickey. 1, 2, third flash, you're done, right? And there's no way, because especially the way I'm flashing right now is by using 2 fingers to spam the mouse click to do it as quickly as possible. And there's no chance I'm gonna be able to stop that, like, like the moment I see them. Like, literally, they're getting me in less than what it looks like, less than half of a second. I'm sure if I, like, check the editing, I'll probably figure out how long it takes for me to get caught while trying to do that technique. So, because of that, it's like I'm forced to flash slowly, which, I don't know, I mean, we could try it. I'm not sure if it'll work. Maybe it's just a matter, maybe if I slow down on that part, I won't get caught off guard as easily. But at the same time, is that really a viable strategy? That's the question. Oh my god, please go away. As far as for the other 20 like difficulty modifiers, oh my god. I don't even know what you do. They crash your game. I figured out what he does now. Luckily, Chucky leaves a lot quicker when that happened. Are you serious? Chucky just left, so... Oh, of course. Of course, of course. Of course he screws me like this. Already back? Look at me, 20 AM! I haven't checked the right in a while. Actually, in fact, don't know why I kept it open that long, but that thing was super close to me. Again. $2 AM. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Yep, Ben. Oh. 2 AM, honestly, I'm actually really happy with that. I mean, because it is possible. It's just that, on one hand, you have to kind of... Like, here's the one thing I will say, right? It is nice that they don't all attack your door at once. You know that if you have one door closed, usually, I think I've only seen one scenario where they both attack doors at the same time. Either that or I'm misremembering and it was two characters at the same door. Point being, the fact that they can only go one door at a time gives me some comfort, obviously, because if I close the left door, for one, it's kind of like a pattern where it's like, if I close the left door, I'm not going to close the left door right after, right? So let's say I close the left door, open it, then I know one of the two doors, my right or my back door, is open. The thing is, I just don't know, I don't know how I'm supposed to check the right vent that time, you know, like door, vent, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I was supposed to check that, because I'm constantly worrying about the guy behind me. Come on. Oh my god. Yep, it was the left door again. It seems like because they don't do any backtracking, you can kind of identify the order in which you're closing the door. I guess we'll see if I can try and identify the order very quickly here. Alright, so left. Like, I was screwed there from the get-go. Never mind. Oh my god, I almost... Where is it? Where is it? See? That's why you can't assume that. Because the guy on the left showed up, you know, quicker than... And whoever... They showed up quicker than the one who's supposed to show up behind me, Helen. So you can't really work off that assumption either. Which means you have to check cameras. I should have checked the hall first. I always get worried about behind me more than the front. That's another thing. Like, I need to worry so much more about the front, but because my back's always turned, I instinctually always check behind me, and that is literally just shafting me at every turn. Oh, damn it. I was hoping I could finish that one part in time. There is a rhythm there. There is a rhythm, but... you have to, like, that one, I don't know how, like, there was no way I was going to get around that, because usually what I do is, when I have the door closed, I check the front, and then I go on the monitor to do, the bird. Or, you know, the Krusty the Cat, actually. I keep thinking it's a bird for some reason whenever I do the shock, but that's usually the pattern I try to go for. And it was working. It worked again. It got me to 2 AM again. But Chucky just keeps getting in my way. To be honest, I'm not sure if I plan on making another attempt at this. Because, I mean, usually, like, the way I go about it is, as I've mentioned many times before, if I see a sense of progression, right, but I don't get to it, like, let's say, you know, a lot of times I'll leave Custom Night for its own video, right? Other times I'll take it on in the middle of, well, this video, which started with Night 6. If at that point, you know, I see a level of progression, then it's like, you know what, okay, I'll come back and make my own separate video on Custom Night, or, you know, a continuation, I guess, depending on how that goes. And if I don't, and it's like a death compilation, I usually just end it there, because obviously it's like, if I see a death compilation here, I'm not gonna, you know, try and like upload a whole separate video, which is gonna just be more of what happened here. But there was a sense of progression there. I got to 2 AM again, and I am willing to make another video trying Custom Night again. Depending on how it goes, I mean, it'll be up regardless, but I guess we'll see how it goes, right? Will it be another death compilation, or will we be getting some big moments like 3 AM, 4 AM, maybe even victory? I guess we'll have to find out. But before we move on, or before we end this video, we have extras. Change of plans? I will cover extras next time. I guess that's another reason to make a follow-up video after Night 6. So, yeah, next time we'll be covering Custom Night again, and extras. So, let's talk about the gameplay, right? I decided to go into the Custom Night menu because this makes things a lot simpler, right? So, in general, the gameplay is quite varied in terms of like mechanics, right? I mean, obviously, a lot of it revolves around doors, but there are some characters that require a bit more than that, right? You have Chuck E. Cheese, you know, front, you know, shut the gate, do not flash too many times or else they get you, which obviously conflicts with Pizza Time Jasper, who will also show up in the front, and you need to rapidly flash the light to kind of make them go away, but that becomes a bit of an issue when Chuck E. Cheese is there. Generally speaking, you know, you see them both together, you know to deal with Chuck E. Cheese first because you have no other option. But it does get to be a bit of a mixed bag, or, well, it's a big mixed bag, when both of them, or rather, when Pizza Time Jasper is there first, you're dealing with them, and then Chuck E. Cheese arrives. Not a big fan of that, because, as I've already mentioned earlier in the video, I'm trying to get Jasper, Pizza Time Jasper, out of there as quickly as possible, and I can't really do that when I face the risk of just catching an instant death from Chuck E. Cheese here. I'm not a fan that Chucky can arrive after Jasper. The way that I think it should have been done, like to eliminate that little bit of risk or instant death potential, is make it so that Chuck E. Cheese can arrive before Jasper, right? So like, let's say Chucky was in the middle hallway and then Jasper showed up like all of a sudden. In general, I think that change would be pretty good, like just having Chucky arrive before Jasper, not after, because if you see Chucky in the middle, you already know, shut the door, right? Doesn't matter if Jasper shows up. However, if you're dealing with Jasper and Chucky shows up, you're probably dead, depending on how fast you're clicking, and that just never feels good. Though, if that were to happen, then you wouldn't really have a warning about flashing the light, right? Because it's like, if you see Jasper, you know Chucky can't show up. So, in a way, it's like, yeah, it doesn't become as risky anymore. But at the same time, again, instant death does not feel great. So, like I said, mixed bag. Mr. Munch shows up in the front as well, but very random. Pretty much, you notice him, just shut the door. Pretty simple. Jasper T. Giles and Helen Henny, along with Pizza Time Helen, all show up via the vent covers, right? Or the vent and the right door and the door behind you. You pretty much just pay attention to those doors through the cameras, shut them accordingly. Only difference is Pizza Time Helen is a bit quicker compared to the other two, so you kind of want to be super careful with the door behind you. As for Mysterious Pasquale, they literally just randomly show up and will crash your game if you don't just flip your camera. Very easy, really, not, especially considering that they'll usually slowly rise. They won't really stay in front. That's something that the 20 difficulty didn't even specify, I think. Or maybe that's part of it just being that difficult, or that 20 difficulty. Because normally, you know, at least in normal gameplay, Mysterious Pasquale would rise up and just stay there, right? But in 20 in max difficulty, he literally, the moment he doesn't even get to finish rising, he just crashes your game. Now Pizza Time Chucky, very sneaky, very interesting, especially in max difficulty. Having him like be in random spots and you have to like flash him to get him to go away. obviously one of the characters that requires a lot of attention. And I don't know, personally I would have liked it if you could scan the area with your flashlight rather than click. Just cause it feels like I'm randomly clicking. I can't speak. I'm randomly clicking a lot of the time. Just like, okay, where can I see the slightest bit of fur? So it feels a little bit weird just constantly doing that. But besides that, definitely one of the bigger mechanics you have to like always be on top of, because since they're behind you, you don't really remember to check, you know, or like you don't get any sound cues besides like I think like some noise he makes, I guess, but it's like on top of everything you probably don't notice. Point being, he can sneak up on you rather quickly, as I've seen before. Like he'll always be like maybe in his final phase. Next, Krusty the Cat, who you have to pretty much constantly reboot on camera. You have to search through the cameras looking for them, which is very similar to Pizza Time Pasquale. Both of them are on camera, and you have to look for them at a specific camera in order to start dealing with them, right? Krusty the Cat is always ongoing, whereas Pizza Time Pasquale is pretty much taking center stage with the deactivation. I am pretty happy though that because of how long their mechanic takes, they freeze everyone else. Thank goodness for that, because otherwise I think it would just be downright impossible. Actually, no, yeah, it would be impossible. It takes way too much time. What are you supposed to do? Start deactivating, then go off camera and deal with one of them? It's just not realistic. But it's nice that you get like a bit of a grace period, given you check those cameras. So I guess as a TLDR, right, or just like overview, you have, you know, door mechanics, flashlight mechanics, and camera mechanics that require you to go through all the cameras, which is a nice touch. It's not just all about like just managing doors. You have to kind of like just be aware of all your weak points essentially. So that's actually pretty good in terms of like variety, and can honestly be pretty difficult once you get into the higher difficulties. Not even just talking about custom night, but night 5, night 6. Which, speaking of which, you know, Silly Bear, as they seem to have named the green bear from Night 6, they pretty much just show up at your doors as well, so another door character, nothing crazy. Though I do like that they can show up in the front, you just squish them with the crank, really. You just crank that gate down until they're squished. I kind of like that. But, of course, with all that said, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Lets me know you're enjoying the content and want to see more of it. The game will be in the description below as always. We will tackle Custom Night once more next time. And with that said, I'll see you in another video. Take care.